Hey, how's it going? It's your man K-Man here, and with those pleasantries out of the way, let's get cracking with a little bit of an unboxing. Let's go! But before we start, a quick thank you to Adorama for sponsoring this video, supporting creators with gear knowledge and inspiration to do what they love. Oh, what could this mystery package be? I mean, with all that writing on it, I really don't know. Is it the new Panasonic GH6? Is it new Canon? Mystery. Such subtle branding. Is it a lens? Oh no, what a surprise, it's a Rode mic. Boring. Okay, so this is the VideoMic Me L. Okay, yep, so Rode had a smartphone mic pre-Lightning connector days. Now we've got the Lightning connector, they've created a mic with a Lightning connector. Makes sense, doesn't it? Don't need that. So at the minute we're recording audio straight to GH5 with a lav mic, but also to the iPhone 10 with the Rode VideoMic Me/L. This is the lav mic, this is the Rode VideoMic. Lav mic, VideoMic Me L. Okay, that's it, let's unbox something else. It doesn't require batteries, which is nice. Don't expect it to sound as rich as the sound from the VideoMic Pro Plus, but it will give you much improved sound over the phone itself. This is the best mic choice for using with your iPhone. Attention fellow bokeh bitches. No, sorry, that was a bit rude. Attention fellow bokeh whores. Or maybe that should be bokeh whoristas. Yeah, that sounds better. Anyway, when it comes to evaluating lenses, the primary thing we look at is sharpness. Secondary, maybe bokeh, but it's 2018, goddammit. Why can't we have 100% bokeh? Forget about sharpness, we want blurry goodness. Now you can. This is not designed for maximum sharpness, it's all about the gooey, blurry goodness. This is the Lensbaby Sol 45, and if you want lots of bokeh, well, about 80% of the frame is going to be bokeh. Well, maybe not that exact percentage, but I haven't really calculated a percentage rate, but it's going to be a lot of bokeh anyway. Lensbaby is not really anything new for any photo geeks out there, but this is their latest lens, apparently. There are a whole array of other Lensbaby lenses with equally hipstery names. This is something which Lensbaby has been doing for quite some time with their bendy neck lenses. It's kind of like a rudimentary tilt shift lens. And I mean rudimentary, this thing only has 3 lens elements in 2 groups. Optically not that advanced, but it's quite solidly built, better than your standard nifty 50s. Yes, but this lens does cost you $200. I shit you not, $200 US for this Lensbaby. Good news, it's a full-frame lens for edge-to-edge, bokehness. Available in Canon EF, Nikon F, Pentax K, ha! Sony A, ha ha! Sony E-mount and Fuji X if you want to waste some of that full-frame goodness. Okay, but what else do you need to know about the specs of this lens? Well, it's 45mm f3.5 with a 46mm filter thread, and and it's also got this locky thing to lock the lens in place to get the sweet spot in the center spot. That's about it. There's actually not much more to say about this lens. No point talking about sharpness because of the obvious, colour fringing, etc. Oh, it does suffer from flaring, but given that this lens is all about lo-fi goodness, that's probably a plus point. The Mono Max f-stop belies the crazy blurry package you'll get. Anyway, bokeh connoisseurs, that sounds better. You'll probably be surprised by what this 3-element lens can do. In some ways I can see why people like these kind of lenses. It's fun and mostly quite pleasing bokeh. I mean, it has to be said that the bokeh is quite nice on it in a kind of Holger Lomo kind of way, which is just as well because most of the frame is bokeh-fied. You get a little spot in focus with the surrounding bits sharply falling off into bokeh oblivion around it. The purpose of the tilty barrel is to move that in-focus spot away from the centre and mess with the planar focus for some wild effects. But, well, that really is it. You can focus with a focus ring, obvs, but this is pretty much what you see is what you get. Or is it? But look, if that bokeh isn't crazy enough for you, then you can do this. It's got 2 little blades that come down like this. They're called blades, but they're not actually real blades made out of metal, which is just as well, otherwise you get blood all over your front lens element. I mean, I don't even know how they came up with the shape of these bokeh blades. I mean, it almost seems too random for it to be scientific. It looks like a burger that's been sat on by a big bloke. It might look like something Lady Gaga would wear on her face, but this is the big new feature with the Sol to give you another level of bokeh customization. Now, Lensbaby say that with the blades it adds subtle lines and texture to your bokeh. Don't know what that means really, but essentially what you get is not so good looking bokeh. I mean, traditionally, if we're talking about bokeh, quality of bokeh, it's pretty harsh. Harsh but soft, if that makes sense. It's a weird effect. It's sort of a double line effect, but not in the same way that modern lens has crisp double edges, because the bokeh is still smoothish. It looks trippy. It's an effect that will surely have its place in some photos, but perhaps not for your bokeh connoisseur to use all the time. It's a niche look, but it's a niche lens. But you know, if you like that kind of stuff. And I'm not sure how often those blades will get used, but this is a special use lens that I'm sure I'll find pretty useful at times, what with being a bokeh horista and all. And that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and one last shout out again to the sponsor of this video, Adorama. If you ever think, I fancy a cheeky little bit of gear, please do check out the affiliate links in the description below, because that's what keeps me doing these videos. Thanks for watching. See ya.